Hey, what's going on? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out this website right here called Digivante, okay? Perhaps you came across this website and maybe you were told that you can become a tester of a website. So how do you actually become a crowd tester so that you can test different websites and apps, and how much money can you get paid? Is it worth your time? Can this become a full-time income, actually becoming a website and service software tester? Well, let's take a look at Digivante, okay? At any time, if you want my favorite way to get to 5 to 10,000 US dollars per month, minimum 100% from home, all you need to do is just click the link below and I'll send you that strategy for free directly to your email if you'd like to check that out, all right? Now, lots of different ways to make money on the internet these days. I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different types of websites, make money, different business models, different services, testing websites, surveys, things like that. And some are great, but some are just a waste of time because they don't really pay that much. So let's take a look at Digivante to see what it takes to become a tester and how much do they really pay, all right? So first thing is, once you come to this page, you can click on Get Started to become a tester, and you can be based anywhere in the world, all right? But the important thing to understand is Digivante specifically, they look for very, very high level testers. That means that you either need to be really focused on wanting to become a tester if you have no experience, or you must already have a lot of experience being a tester, all right? Now, if that's you, you can fill in your details right here, and then you will get access to different tests in the background. Now, a thing that you need to understand is that you must speak very good English. Excuse me. So if your English is not very good, don't apply to Digivante because you're not going to get the job as a tester, all right? So your English must be perfect. You can live anywhere in the world, but your English must be perfect. And if it is perfect, they will send you through an interview style questionnaire where you have to answer a bunch of different questions. There's usually about 10 questions in there, and you need to verify your device, and you must pass the test basically. Okay, so 10 questions, you got to pass the test. You only have 3 tries to pass the test, and if you fail, then you don't get access, unfortunately. And they do, they are very strict on who they hire. Out of 10 applicants, you see, take the test today right there. Out of 10 applicants, they only accept 1 applicant. Okay, so they are pretty hardcore, these guys. But if you do decide to apply to become a tester, basically what's going to happen is you're going to test different websites and services. You're going to need to tell them what device you use. You're going to have to answer questions. You're going to have to look out for bugs. You might even have to do audio to record your screen and show them the flow of things and how that actually works, okay? So once you get accepted, you need to apply, add your software and hardware, and then you receive test alerts by email, okay? And this is all based on where you live and what kind of device you have and how many tests you've actually taken. So when you first start out, you're not going to get access to that many tests. They're going to give you actually quite few tests, and the more that you do it, the better that you become, the more tests you get access to, the more issues and bugs and real defects that you find, the more money you actually get paid. Okay, that's kind of how it works. And then you can withdraw your money through PayPal and Payoneer. You get paid out every single week. Now here's the big question. Excuse me. How much money can you really make by becoming a tester with Digivante? Okay, now here's the thing. First of all, most people won't get this job, just to be very clear, right? They've got very high expectations. You must speak perfect English, and they only hire 1 in 10 applicants. Right, you must pass the test. If you don't pass it, you don't even become an applicant, right? So 1 in 10 chances. So you have a 10% chance of even getting this job if you pass the test. So pretty small probability of becoming a tester, right? If you do become a tester, you start off with some jobs, and then the more and the better you do, the more jobs that you get. Okay, how do you get paid? You get paid by the amount of tests that you take, how accurate they are, how many defects you find, and based on that, you can expect to earn on average, I would say between $20 to $30 per hour. You can earn more than that, right? Once you start becoming a very, very good tester, but it's not guaranteed. The thing about a testing job is it depends on a few things. Number one, it depends on where you're located and how many jobs you actually get. Because based on the timing, where you live, your background, how many tests you've taken, whether you're experienced or a beginner, will depend on how many tests you actually get. Also, it also depends on how many clients Digivante has. if in that period they don't have that many clients, they're not going to be able to give you that many tests, which means that you don't get to take on a lot of jobs, right? So if you don't have jobs to fill, how do you make money? Okay, so sometimes there are a lot of tests, sometimes there aren't that many tests, and that's the problem. Okay, so even if you became a full-time tester, this is not a full-time job. It's definitely decent side income, right? But it's not something that you can rely on. So if this is the only thing that you have to keep you alive and to pay your bills, it's probably not recommended, because you're not going to get to full-time income. This is kind of like a side gig. Okay, so you've got your full-time thing elsewhere. This becomes a side gig. You make a little bit of money if you become a tester. The better you do, the more jobs you get, that kind of thing. But you're never going to make real full-time income becoming a tester, unfortunately. Okay, decent side income, but full-time income, not something that I would rely on. All right, so that's kind of how testing works. There's some great other testing websites out there, like User Testing. Digivante is definitely a good one as well. This one's a premium one. They're very selective on who they bring on board. So if you're interested in checking out Digivante, you can head over to digivante.com, click on Become a Tester, and you can sign up to become a tester here. All right. Now, I hope you enjoyed this review today. If you're here watching this video, maybe you're looking for a way to create not just side income, but something that's more reliable. Right? Something that's full-time income. How do you generate $5,000 to $10,000 a month, 100% from home, right? And that's the thing about the world we live in right now, is that there are a lot of different gigs, a lot of side hustles that you can start, but a lot of them don't pay that well. Okay, now I've been online for over 14 years, and out of all the things that I've reviewed and tried myself, spent a lot of money testing and tweaking these things, I still think there's only one thing that I like the best, that can get anyone to $5,000 to $10,000 per month minimum from anywhere in the world. All you need is a computer and your internet connection. Is beautiful. Okay, so if you want the free training to that, all you need to do is just click the link below, and I will send you that straight training and strategy straight to your email for free. You can check that out. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this review of Digivante, and I hope to see you on another review. Take care.